Well, I couldn't get Jim to walk with me today, so we are walking by ourselves. Told him 15 minutes, that's all it's going to take us. It's 15 minutes. And he said no. All right, so I got to watch where I'm walking. Well, I'm back. I walked a little bit farther, as you could see, and I walked a little bit longer. I guess Jim slowed me down yesterday. But today is Tuesday, May 6th, and we have one birthday. And you know what? I forgot who it was already. Let me think. Isn't that sad? I know whose anniversary it is. It's Kit Kat and Gary's 53rd anniversary. They were married the same year Jimmy was born, so I can't make Jimmy 55 because he's only going to be 53 in October. But Kit Kat and Gary, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kit Kat and Gary. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary. I am going to look, but I'm almost positive it was Terry Evans. But I don't want to sing to the wrong person, so let me check and I'll be right back. Well, I guess I should have trusted myself because it was Terry Evans. So, Terry, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Terry. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday. Today would have been Joan Stetzer's parents' 75th anniversary, so they're celebrating up in heaven. My parents' anniversary is tomorrow, and it will be 80 years. No, 79 years. They were married in 1946. Tomorrow would have been their 79th anniversary. I always remember Joan's anniversary because her parents got married the same year I was born. That's the only reason I remember that. She never told me. She's mentioned it once, and I kind of took notice that it was my birthday year. Not the same birth, because my birthday's in May, and in September. Losing it. It rained all night long, so I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to walk, so I thought I'm going to just go to the gym. That's for sure. I'm going to get some kind of a walking in, and by the time I woke up this morning, it stopped, but there were puddles everywhere. And we have they're deep puddles. I like when the kids go for a walk, they make a point of just jumping in them because they're pretty deep. They go to almost to your laces on your shoes. That's how deep, because the way the sidewalks kind of curve in, there's a lot of puddles. So a lot of the times I was walking in the street where there should be puddles, and there weren't because they're sewers. But around here, there's like a lot of puddles, a lot. But the birds are in there giving themselves a little bird bath and things like that. Jim shoots on his black powder league tonight, so I took some chicken out of the freezer that I had cooked last week for the chicken Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo. So I think I want to just have that with some rice. And for breakfast, I'm going to have a bagel. I forgot I bought a bagel on Saturday when we went to Nino's, so hopefully it's not stale. So I'm going to toast it and have a hard-boiled egg with that, and probably a grapefruit. And I got my walk in. It was so nice, and I was a little upset with Jim not walking because I told him he needs to get his exercise, and that's why he went yesterday. I didn't really have to guilt him yesterday, but I tried to guilt him today, and that didn't work. So I think I'm losing my touch. How could that be? But I think I am. So, like I said, I'm going to clean the bathroom today. It needs to be complete. I started to do it before I went for my walk, but I thought, no, if you keep going at it, you won't go for your walk. So I just did the shower floor. And so when I get done, I'll go in and finish the rest. I go to the shower doors. We have glass doors. We don't have shower curtains. So I'll do the doors and the walls, and then do the sink. And I'll probably wash the floors tomorrow. And what else is going on? Not much going on. It's not supposed to rain today. It's supposed to be like kind of cloudy. I really didn't need this sweatshirt. It's only 60 degrees, but I mean, once you get walking, it's not bad. It kind of got a little hot. I'm going to show you the birds. See, they're taking their little bird baths. They're all winding up. They like those puddles. See if I can get in closer. Let's see. Nope. They're not ready for their close-up. But see, there's puddles everywhere. There's a puddle there. That's mainly, like every house has got a puddle like that. they weren't ready for their close-up. Although now they're back. They're all back. So anyway, I took a roast out for tomorrow because I told you I'm going to start cooking more. So when I went shopping the other day, I got some mushrooms because Jim and I like to put mushrooms in our roast. We put mushrooms and carrots and onions. I like a good roasted onion with the roast. And then we'll probably just have some mashed potatoes. And I think I have some frozen broccoli in there. Jim won't eat any vegetables anyhow. I'll probably open up some pineapple. He'll have some cottage cheese and pineapple with it. I might do a loaf of bread, raise frozen bread that you just raise yourself. I might do that tomorrow and have that with the dinner. I usually have some kind of biscuits or something, and but I didn't have any in there. I thought I did. I looked to see, and I don't feel like going to the store just to get biscuits because I know if I go to the store, I'm not going to buy just biscuits. That's not going to happen. I'm trying to think. Jim and I love to watch Love It or List It, but we think we should just call it Love It because nobody ever lists it. I had read somewhere that they filmed two endings, a Love It and a List It ending, and so you never really know if they really did it. I always think that if they put that much money into the house, especially if they have kids, they're not going to move. They're just going to love their house. And, in all honesty, I do like the house when it's done. I mean, I could see why they love it. And then moving is such, we talked about that the other day, how moving is such a pain. It's such, unless you're, Kim Bedgood said she's very organized. If you're very organized, it does go easily. I learned that, but no, I'm not ready to move again. I'm just not ready to move again. I'm trying to talk Christy into talking her father-in-law, because he has a lot of health issues, into selling his house, and Christy selling her house, and then buying a house that has like a, I don't know if they call it a mother-in-law suite, but just give him his own little area, like with a little kitchenette and stuff that he could be on his own, but he still would have the comfort of knowing that he's got his family with him. And so she says, well, I don't think he'll ever do that. So the one time when I was over there and Lenny was there, it was just Lenny and I were sitting there watching TV, and then I was asking him about his house and how much more he had to pay on it, and I had brought up that idea, and he says, I never thought of that idea, but I really like that idea. Aaron is his only biological son. He married by Aaron's mother, and she had 4 kids at that point. And he never formally adopted them, but he was like their dad because they were like little. But they think of him as dad. They call him dad, because they were very young when he came into their lives. So I could see that he would move in with Aaron. I hope it does, because he's like I said, he's got a lot of health issues, and I think that Christy so loves him so much. When they first started going together, Aaron and Christy, she was afraid of him. She's afraid of him, but now she says he's a softie. She says, I don't know why I was ever so scared of him. She says he's a softie at heart. He is the nicest man, and he is kind of lost without Kathy. She's been gone 2 years now. Past Friday was her 2-year anniversary. Time goes by so fast. It just seems like she just passed. It really did. And then tomorrow Mary has to go downtown, and it's the first time she's going to drive herself. So she said she feels up to it, because Denise was going to bring her and Gary, but Gary's not feeling well. And so Mary says, I could drive. I think Mary's already been downtown to the casino anyhow. So her whole thing, even when she was like laid up in the nursing home, was she missed the casino. She got that gene from my mother. I don't like to part with my money foolishly. I part with my money a lot, but not like, to me that's just giving it away, unless for sure you're going to win. And how many times do we know for sure we're going to win? Not very often. No, not very often. So the other day I arranged my deck. I got all my furniture out and put the way I wanted. I didn't put the rug down yet. And I still got to get the tables out of the shed. Oh my gosh, that bird came close. I don't think he saw me here. And I'm going to have the boys come by next week one day and put the canopy on top of our gazebo. We have a cloth gazebo. The people next door just put up a metal gazebo. It looks really nice, but I don't know why we didn't do that. In hindsight, that's probably what we should have done, but it's nice in the winter, though, to have the canopy off, because we get a little bit more, not that you get a lot of sunlight in the winter, but it brings a little bit more light into our living room. because it really is kind of dark in the summer, but it kind of keeps the living room cool, and then I don't have to put the air conditioning on as much, because we all know I don't like putting the air conditioning on. So, well, at least you get a little change of scenery rather than be sitting in the house all the time. It's supposed to be nice the rest of the week, so I should be able to get a walk in every day, maybe do a little bit farther each day. Like I said, yesterday I think I did 0.53, and today I did like 0.6 something. I'm not going to the moon or anything like that, but I do feel proud of the fact that I walked a little bit farther and a little bit longer. So my goal is just to walk a little bit more each day and a little bit longer and get back into my routine, because I do have to say it makes it easier to stay on track as far as eating goes when I've walked. It just psychologically or something, it just puts me in a whole different frame of mind. I'm in a better mood and everything. So, but I think I got some YouTube videos to watch today. Oh, is anybody watching Yes Chef? I don't like Martha Stewart. I never really was a big fan of Martha Stewart. I always thought she was very snobby. I always thought she was better than you. All of that good stuff. And it's a shame she went to prison for doing the same stuff that people are doing all over the place right now. But neither here nor there. But there's this one Spanish cook. I think he's Mexican. He is obnoxious. I can't think of his name. It's like a weird name. Constancio. He's an asshole. There's no other word for it. And I don't think Martha or Chef Jose like him anyhow. He just thinks he's all that and 3 bags of chips and hot fudge sundae. He just thinks he's all that. So I'm hoping he's going to go soon. But I like watching that. Yeah, and then I think I'm going to watch Destination X with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's going to come at the end of May. That is, they blindfold people and they drop them off somewhere, but they don't know where they're at, and then they have to follow the clues to figure out where they're at, like what country or what city or whatever. So that one looks interesting. That's the end of May. Other than that, not much else going on. So we'll talk again tomorrow, because I do plan on walking again, so you might see me sitting in the same spot, or I might move over on the other side. I didn't sit on that side because it was wet. That's where I sat yesterday. A little change. Not much. You see into my garage. Okay, see you guys tomorrow.